welcome to Laughter Talks. This is Marguerite Fair, and I am here today with two wonderful guests. And I just want to get right to introducing them because I'm very excited, guys. Very excited. Now, first of all, let me introduce this handsome gentleman that's with us. This is Caleb Quaye, and he is an English rock guitarist and studio musician, best known for his work in the 60s and 70s with Elton John, Mick Jagger, Pete Townsend, Paul McCartney, Hall and Oates, and Ralph McTell, and he also toured with Sean Phillips in the 1970s. And I love reading this that Eric Clapton has stated that Caleb is the world's greatest guitar player ever. And if any of you have ever heard him play and seen him play, you know that's the truth. And today, Caleb is a Christian minister at Foursquare Church and a musicianary at the New World Music Ministries. And thank you, Caleb, so much for being with us today. I feel so happy to see you again. And
Thank you.
you're welcome. Now, also, we have lovely and wonderful and Miss Do It All up there. This is Valerie J. Tucker. And Valerie is the visionary behind Glow Rock Productions, LLC, and Val J. Tuck Management. As owner of both companies, Valerie has skill sets from CEO to producer to booking agent to publicist in her management of that wonderful gentleman with us, Caleb Quaye. And Valerie Tucker is a 9-time Emmy award-winning television news producer, and we can see those lovely statues in back of her, with an extensive background as a creative consultant and executive producer. And she is executive producing the documentary that we are here to talk about today, Louder Than Rock. So welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so happy to have Valerie here and Caleb. So I'm going to throw the ball over to your court. We want to talk about Louder Than Rock. You can explain what it is and what we're doing here to find out more about it.
Well, here's how Louder Than Rock actually was born. I met Caleb, back in 2008, and we became friends. We actually would go out for coffee, meet for breakfast, and just talk about world events, nothing about music, show business, anything. And Caleb had put together his band, The Faculty, at the time. And one morning we met for breakfast. He says, "Hey, listen to this CD." I was like, "Okay, fine." So, I get in my car, we leave, I get in my car. By the time I got home, I was blown away. I was just like, this is fabulous. Wow. So what came of that is I ended up managing his band. He asked me if I'd manage his band. I said, sure.
Wow.
And, but with Caleb came a book at the time. Okay. He already had a book about his life written. And I kept saying, okay, God sent me this famous guy who's been out of the game for a minute, but now he's in a different part of the game. He's out of the rock game, but now he's in the religious game. What am I supposed to do with this? And it came, the Lord spoke to me and told me, I sent him to you to tell his story. This was in 2011. Wow. Well, here we are, 2022, and I'm still telling the story. But,
how wonderful.
At least now, let me put it to you this way. That was a very novel idea, and I'm telling all of you good people who think you want to go off and make a movie, find yourself some money first. Find yourself some money, people.
Good advice for all of them.
Because my background in television news allowed me to just walk into my boss, the news director's office, and say, "Hey, can I have a crew to go shoot this?" And if so, I never had to worry about costs, any of that stuff.
Wow.
So now I'm doing this film.
Wow.
Done it basically by Caleb and myself, paying for things as we went, and we have some angels who invested a couple of married couples and another friend
How
who gave
wonderful.
us a big chunk of funding so that we could actually get the movie finished, acquire the film and stuff that we needed. And so we took it to a film festival in San Diego, to the San Diego Black Film Festival. And we entered it. We were blessed. We won best documentary.
Yeah,
And
congratulations.
there was
Congratulations on that.
thank you. There were some awesome documentaries in that we were up against. And we also got a nomination for best, for best film, which we were the only documentary that did. And I mean, we've are now at the point where we have a finished film. We have a distribution deal. The only problem now, of course, is still money, because financially we have to, the producers have to pay the costs for the licensing and the royalties. So hence we're trying to raise at least $60,000 to get that done. Once that's cleared, the movie can be sold and it'll be out. We're really hoping to get the movie out by July. If we can get the money for the licensing, say by the end of March, middle of April.
Well, this is wonderful. So Caleb, that's why we're here today. You guys have a website, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you can go there to donate.
Yes, louderthanrock.com.
Okay, and that it makes it simple. It makes it easy.
Yeah.
For donations. So
and the donations are the way it's set up. Excuse me, it's run through a non-profit company, so that the donations are tax deductible.
That's very good to know. Thank you for sharing that. That's important. So how long have you guys had the site up?
We just started. We just hooked up with Kappa Productions in the last basically it's taken us the last, say, 60 days to actually get involved with Brad Silverman, great guy, and his company Kappa Productions, because we're going through what's called the Kappa Finishing Fund. Okay, and it's run through the National Christian Film Foundation.
Wonderful.
It's
That's wonderful.
Like Caleb told you, which is a 501c3.
Yeah.
And so the website is up and running and it has been updated, as well as the information is also on our social media pages. Our Facebook page, which is Louder Than Rock, the movie, but yeah, it's
I was looking on the site, and it's really wonderful because it has so many. Caleb, I love looking at the photographs. You've got all these great photographs up there of you in jam sessions and with your friends doing this, and it's just a delight. Everybody, just when you're on there, go look at all these great pictures, and you've had such an amazing life, and thank you for all the creative joy you've brought to the world. I mean, that's remarkable. And you both also are active on social media, as Valerie said. So you both have Facebook pages.
Yeah, Twitter.
Instagram.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have all those links up here to share them so everybody can contact. But really, go to the site, louderthanrock.com, because that's where you can donate. And that's really what we need, because, people that aren't in the industry don't realize how much it does cost, and the producers really have to get all this going on their own. So this is a very important process. Because you know what? Let's take a minute right now. I want to show everybody what we're talking about. This is a trailer from the documentary Louder Than Rock. Let's watch this.
Mm-hmm.
I first heard of Caleb in 1969. Elton John's first American album was released. And I remember I was listening to the album and I looked at the album cover and the photographs and I saw a black face. I said, "Who is this?" So I was listening to Arthur Lee of Love, all kinds of Jimi Hendrix work, and I was paying attention to Caleb.
Hendrix was a huge influence. Chas Chandler told me, you could be the next Jimi Hendrix. This is Hendrix's manager talking to me. You could be the next Hendrix.
Caleb is one of my favorite players. He's a brilliant guitar player.
He was just doing great stuff. So I was really looking for more of his work. And then I lost track.
Wasn't looking for God or Jesus or anything, you know, wasn't looking for religion. I was looking for answers. I was with Hall & Oates at the time. I'm sat in this chair and all of a sudden I hear this voice just break through my world and speak to me. Call me by my name and tell me, Caleb, from this point on, your life's going to be completely different and nothing's going to be the same for you ever again.
They knew that what we were doing was not about hip, it was about the true meaning of holy, which is not a religious meaning, it's a wholesome, enriching encounter. Caleb came to be one of those, and it was in that environment, in time, began having his own ministry on his own.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a special guest. Would you welcome to the stage Elton John's original producer and original lead guitarist, Mr. Caleb Quaye.
I think it's absolutely crucial that Caleb's story be told directly. Caleb's story needs to be front and center. Elton John, as important as he is a factor in Caleb's life, not the other way around.
Oh my gosh, that is amazing. That's an amazing trailer. And it really shows how powerful the documentary is. And so, Caleb, have you been frustrated by this taking so long, or are you keeping busy? And you just dump it all on Valerie, don't you?
It's been a major frustration, you know, 10 years. It's just been surreal. But, you know, I think what drives me on it, I think, is the fact of the uniqueness of the story. Two guys who met as teenagers, you know, who had the same interest in music, common bond in music, and who went on to produce one of the most, you know, stellar music careers of the 20th century. You know, so in that, and also, if I can add that this particular thing, because it's based on my autobiography, it's the only first-hand account of the beginnings of Elton's career written by somebody who was there.
Wow.
It's a bit of a mouthful, but that's it. You know, I'm the guy, and you can see on the website, I'm the guy that helped him change his name.
Wow.
You know, I was his first producer. I got him signed to the company, to Dick James Music. I was there right from the very beginning, you know. So it's an interesting story. It's an inspirational story.
It is.
And it's also a redemptive story as well. And it points a time, it has a historical component to it, you know. And so there's stuff in there that, I'll be quite honest and say, Rocket Man did not have.
Wow. Yeah, so Caleb, how can people get your book? Where do they go to get the book?
Well, right now it will be released. It will be published on Amazon.com. It's been updated. Okay. You know, so that's going to come out sometime this year. You know,
well, that's the plan. Is the book will come out when the film comes out. It's like that, and also there'll also be another surprise going on, because we will be releasing the newest surprise from Caleb and the faculty.
Oh, more surprises we get.
Oh yeah,
this is
full of surprises.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't give us a little hint, Caleb, on any surprises?
Not really. All I can say is it's a song that's been recorded. It's in the soundtrack of the movie. It's my band, but it features another artist who I can't name right now.
Okay, how
But
wonderful though.
Everybody will know. Once we
Yeah.
name it, everybody's gonna go, wow.
This is wonderful. This is so exciting. It really, really is. So, Caleb, let me ask you, how long have you been, now
Yeah.
let me make sure I pronounce this right, because you are, I never had heard this word before, a musicianary.
Musicianary, yes.
So explain that to us.
It's like a missionary with music.
Wow.
It's a combination of musician and missionary.
And you're at the Four Square Church every Sunday?
Yeah, yeah.
What town is that in?
In Pomona. It's a church called New Life.
Wow.
New Life Pomona. And I spent, before COVID, I spent a good 18 years traveling on the road as an itinerant musician. So I would take my guitar. You remember the old Western Paladin, have gun, will travel?
Yes, I watched that.
Have guitar, will travel, And so I would go travel all over, many countries and speak in churches and play my guitar and bless the people.
Well, you have had a wonderful, wonderful life, because what I have always said, and I really believe this to be the complete truth, that the highest form of spirituality is music.
Yeah.
Because it just lifts our spirits up and our souls up, and everybody has their specific type, but it just touches the soul.
Yeah.
And what a wonderful life. I mean, God bless you. That's amazing. And
Thank you.
and your friendship is so beautiful too. It's nice that people have long-term friendships, and I know this is going to be very successful, and we're putting it out there. The money is coming for the completion of the project.
Wonderful.
And we're all going to help make that happen.
Yeah.
And now, before we go, Caleb, I'd like to ask you a question.
Sure.
I always enjoy helping the youth. So what would you suggest to younger people who want to get involved in the music industry these days with the way things are?
Oh,
we're laughing because that's basically the way we end the film.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's in the film. Yeah.
So if you really want to know that, the teaser is check out Louder Than Rock.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, well, you're just an inspiration every way around. So, and I would like to thank you both, and please remember, Valerie, keep me posted as soon as this is ready to go up. We want to get back together and share the information to get everybody out to see it.
Great.
And I'm glad that I was able to help more people get to hear it. And I'm going to say again, everybody, please go to the website louderthanrock.com, make a donation, be part of something that's wonderful, uplifting, spiritual, joyful. That's what this is about. And we want all that shared with the world. So I thank you again, both of you. My love.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Marguerite.
Indeed. Thank you, Marguerite.
You
really
are
appreciate
welcome.
it.
You're welcome. And everyone, we're saying goodbye for now, but we'll see everybody again. And my parting words are always this: everyone, protect your immune system, because we only get one per customer. Okay. Everybody, wishing you well. Take care. Bye, everybody.